Okay guys, I'm going to be unboxing this ASrock H87 motherboard. Okay, I guess just ignore the tablecloth here. I'm subleasing an apartment this summer, and it's not mine, so just kind of ignore the flowers. But anyways, let me explain the reason I got this. My second computer, I have a couple of computers, videos on. I run 24/7 and everything, and what I thought was, well, I could sell that, and maybe for like $100 more, I could make a home theater PC. It's probably about the same speed, realistically, maybe faster in some things, slower in others. Graphics would be slower at first, but I'm going to be using an i3 processor when they come out Haswell, and I want it super low power. I want it dead quiet, and I want it super power efficient and everything else. My current computer uses 100 watts of power just on idle, just sitting there with the screens off. 100 watts of power, and this one I'm hoping to use no more than 20 watts at this, doing the same exact thing. It's my hope. But to get to this is the motherboard. I ended up choosing an H87. I didn't need anything fancy like the Z87 series. I'm not overclocking. I'm getting the i3 when they come out in September, an i3 low power CPU. I've already opened this, but it's pretty much how it comes. A little bit neater than what it shows here. It comes with your manual, which I'm actually, me and another person discussed. It's nice that they include physical manuals, because if you have a computer problem and you don't have internet, or your computer doesn't work to look at stuff up, this can definitely help. And it's just really quick right there, instead of having to get a disc that comes with it and put it on another computer and everything else. Manual's nice. There's the basic I/O plate here. Nothing special, no shielding or anything. Just it's not even colors on it. Whatever, I guess, since it's just going to be stuffed in the back. 2 SATA cables. It's always nice to have at least 2 of those that come with the case. SATA 6, of course. I mean, with the motherboard. This thing right here is talking about networking stuff. I think it's like Wake on LAN and some whatever their mesh control stuff. I think it's network prioritization and stuff like that, and whatever their home cloud stuff is. I'm kind of interested in all the ASrock software and stuff. I guess that comes on this. No, never used Norton. Anyways, I'm not excited about Norton. Let's see, I think it's on the back. Okay, yeah, let's go in the back here real quick and zoom in. Oops. Gonna have to hold that there. Anyways, Intel Ethernet. I got this one over a different model. This was $87. I never stated the price. But then I got 10% off to make it $79. So that was probably the cheaper, one of the cheaper. It's a micro ATX, cheaper Haswell boards you can get currently. So it works quite well. I got this Intel chipset because it has better support for like Wake on LAN, which is what I want. I wanted to be able to go to sleep and when I'm away, and then I can wake it up if I ever have to log on to it, the controller, or do anything like that. Which now it's starting to be more seldom, which is good, so it saves more power and everything else of that matter. You look here, it has your general stuff. I'll explain that stuff when I open it up. DigiPower, that's stuff kind of like ASUS has. And speaking of that, I found out recently ASrock is a sister company of ASUS, so that's kind of cool. That's why I guess so many people, the ASrock's cheaper and you're getting like practically ASUS quality, so that's cool. Security stuff right here, that's just, I guess, normal. That's a lot of software stuff they have. I'm hoping that green software stuff helps to save power. Solid caps is standard now. Aid tuning, which I hope this allows me. What I want to do is further undervolt the low voltage processor. I'm going to get an i3 series. That's going to be a 35 watt CPU and everything in this package. The XFast RAM, I'm not sure what all this does, but I know the XFast LAN is software that actually manages, prioritizes network traffic, so that could help. Not that I really need it, since I'm not really don't plan on playing games on this. I might install a couple, just low-end games to be able to play on it. And eventually I'll get a NVIDIA graphics card for a 3D Vision. And then I'll have it as a backup gaming PC, a LAN PC, or something of that sort. Let's see. Configure fan speeds. I like that because I'm gonna want to lower my fan speed as low as possible, and I'm gonna get Noctua fan, so there should be dead quiet and everything like that. USB key and all this sort of stuff. Multiple monitors right on integrated graphics is awesome because I do plan on using this with 2 monitors and then a third if I hook my projector up to it. And easy driver install. The fast boot, something I like as well, because I hope now to be able to turn it off at night instead of keeping it on. Boot it up, and it says 1.5 seconds. That's very few and in between results. I think it's 1.5. I'd expect about 5 seconds will be more realistic on that. I hope that's the realistic option, because if I can boot within like 15 seconds total after the power button pressed, that'd be awesome. Because then I won't feel like I need to keep it on sleep all the time. And okay, now I'm going to flip this back over and actually show you what's on the board and everything else. Comes with this anti-static bag around it. It's normal, of course. Move the box out of my way. I'm going to set this foam right here. I found out actually this bag can conduct static electricity, but it's so humid in here I don't have AC. I'm not going to worry about it. Plus it has this anti-static foam on the bottom, which I assume is anti-static. I'm sure it's safe. You see right here, the reason I got micro UTX, I'll post a link or show a picture or whatever the case I'm getting. And that supports micro UTX. And one of these extra expansion slots is why I got this versus a mini ITX. The mini ITX also costs more really for what you get, so why not get this one for the same price and get more? So that's why I got this. See your 24-pin power here, 8 pins, so this can support like i7s and everything just fine because of the 8-pin power. It's not made for overclocking, but I think with their software, I'm not 100% sure. I'll show that when I get the computer built. If you can actually overclock, of course, or I won't be able to, but undervolt is what I want to be able to do. Saving more power. Nothing fancy around CPU power. You got your voltage regulators right there. New socket layout, of course. You just pull this out, bring this up, and it's unlocked. You bring this down, do that, and you're good to go. You got your south bridge here. I'm guessing that's what they call it still. I haven't. My old computer is a P45 chipset, 775 socket, so it's very old relative to this. SATA 6 here. You got PCI Express here. Got 2 PCI slots and another PCI Express down here. What I'll end up doing is putting a graphics card here one day. It's a times 16. This I think comes down to like a times 4 or something like that. But I'll only use a times 1. I'm gonna put a sound card in here one day. It's so long off. I won't really have the money for that right now. But years to come, I'll have a sound card put in there. That's the plan. Get around to the side ports here. Kind of lift this up here. You see what my fingers on is 7.1 surround integrated with the optical. The optical is what I plan on using directly to my speakers, digital. So integrated sound shouldn't be much of a problem. It's 4 USB 3. The Motherboard for some reason had 6, but I'm not sure why. You look at the gigabit Ethernet here. I like that it's an Intel chipset. I just a bit of a bias towards that in a way. I feel like it'd be a little bit more stable, a little bit faster. And of course, if I'm streaming media, one day I'll plan to stream it all over the network. I only plan to have an SSD in this computer and stream everything over the network, or use a USB drive for my media. HDMI right here, which I might or might not use. VGA and a DVI. I'll definitely be using the VGA, unfortunately I have to. And probably the HDMI to my projector, and then the DVI to my other monitor. It's probably how I'm going to use it, which worked out perfectly. And then you have your, as this shows just the color purple as keyboard, but it says you can use with both keyboard and mouse as well. But I should just be able to use hopefully can use my mouse, because my mouse is that currently. I'm planning to upgrade eventually. And you get 2 more USB 2 ports. So that's your expansion on the side right there. Also, this has a USB 3 header if you look right here. So that's good because the case I'm looking at has USB 3 in the front. It has all your standard connectors like HD front audio and all that jazz. A COM port even. I'm not sure why computers. I guess because it's a business model is why it still has a COM port. But I feel that that's kind of dated to have that anyway. Fan wise, it has a fan port here, a fan port here, 4-pin here. Let's see. Yeah, there's a 3-pin fan here, a 4-pin fan right here, a CPU fan right here, a power fan 3-pin right here, and another 3-pin fan right there. So there's 2 4-pins and 3 3-pin fan connectors on this. What I plan to do is get the Noctuas probably. I'll have CPU fan on this. I'll have probably the Noctuas on these 2, and I hope maybe another probably ran a cable around here. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to figure out once I get the case and install the motherboard into the case. But otherwise, pretty excited for this, and I can't wait to finish it and show you guys. But if you have any questions about this motherboard, as much as I can tell you currently, please do comment below. If you want to see more videos of this nature, subscribe and everything else like that. And thanks for watching, guys.